Hello everybody, welcome to my 2015 chili growing season. As you can see, the plants are off to a pretty decent start here. It's March 10th today. I planted all my seeds January 23rd. So with the exception of a few of these, the smaller ones that you're going to see mostly, they're all around 45 days since I planted the seeds. I'll start with the first tray, and this year I decided to buy a variety of seeds online and try some new strains out. So before I get into it, I did a bit of research on where to get my seeds, and I went over to the hotpepper.com, to their merchant, the seed sellers and all that, and checking out people who bought seeds. And I kept getting pointed over to pepperlover.com. I checked that out, saw a bunch of pretty cool varieties that I was interested in, and last November, December, I ordered a bunch of seeds, and here we are. So anyway, let me get my chili roster here and we'll get into it. The top row here, the first two are Devil's Horn. It's a new variety for 2015. Next two are the Devil's Brain. That small one, I had an incident and I had to regerminate a new plant, to get caught up, because I wanted two of each of these. And the last two here are the Devil's Heart. Alright, I don't have screenshots of these from their website, but they look pretty wicked. I'm excited to grow those this year. I have these two next, well, those were saved for another type, but I had to separate them because I was having some issues. We'll get into that in a little bit. So after that, we have two Bubblegum 7 pots. Set that down so I can show you in here, the 1 and the 2. Bubblegum 7 pot. And then the last two in this row are Moruga Scorpions. Okay, so they're doing pretty well. The next two down here are Carolina Reapers from the seeds I had saved from last year. Next two are Sweet Pickles, the only two. I have two non-super hot varieties this year, and this is one of them, the Sweet Pickles. And just to show you, these two I've been having a little bit of issues with, which was my own fault. I had the fan on them on low, but due to their lankiness, they're real tall and not too strong yet. The fan blew them over, and now their new leaves are getting a little bit of like upward leaf curl. Alright, they'll make it. It just stunted them a bit. I got them propped back up, put a little bit more soil on the top to help sturdy them, and I know they need to be transplanted into their permanent homes for the summer as soon as possible. But spring can't get here fast enough for that, I'll tell you what. So anyway, the last two on this are going to be Peach 7 pot. So nice, leaf color. They're pretty big. This one's a little bit smaller, but anyway, they're doing pretty good. So we'll go to the next tray over here. Turn us around, and we'll start with these top two here. Those are yellow Devil's Tongues. Alright, next two are red Devil's Tongues, and I don't know why the red are like twice the size of the yellow. I don't know. They're the same age. They're just growing a little bit differently as well. So yeah, the next one will be from last year's grow. I had one plant that was supposed to be a white Bhut, and the chili turned out real funky and mutated looking, and I don't think it was a Bhut. Might have been. It was just mutated from the terrible summer we had. So this is gonna be like a mystery, either white Bhut, or it was like a peach color when I had the pod. So I don't know what it is. We'll see. The next one is a 7 pot Chaguanas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what it is. That's a pretty cool looking pod. So hopefully I'll get a few of those in this year. All right. Next row we have, actually these were extras that I put down, and I only saved these because they had abnormalities. I don't know how abnormal it is, but the baby leaves, this one has 3 of, if you can see, one on the left, 2 on the right. So I thought that was cool, so I kept that one. And the same with this one, it has 1 on the left, 2 on the right. I saved that as well. And this one, yeah, it also had 3. 2 on the left, 1 on the right there. So I saved those. I did not write down what variety those are, so I'm just going to grow them out separately and we'll see what they are. And then this last row here, these are all Galapogonese chilies. Apparently they're very hard to grow, and as you can see I'm having a little bit of trouble with them myself. The first one I had germinate right here, came out with a seed cap on it, so I had to do emergency plant surgery and very carefully cut around the edges of the shell and peel the shell back off of the seedling. I was really afraid that I was just going to pop the top right off of it and just be left with the stem. Thankfully I got it off, and the leaves were intact. I don't know if you can tell here, but the bigger leaves you see, there's like 1 big leaf on the left and 1 little tiny one on the right. Those are actually the first set of adult leaves, and then those tiny little nubs on the side, those are the baby leaves. That's all that's left from the removal of the shell. So that's the first one that I had germinate. It took about 30 days for that to even pop out. And then this next one, I think it was 35 days, and this one popped out. No shell, looking healthy, so I'm happy about that. And those 2, I planted those after the fact, so these are probably 25 days, so hopefully we'll get germination soon. But yeah guys, that's it for the first log of the chili plants for this year. I'm really excited for spring to be here. I want to get these outside. As you can see, they're sitting on 5-gallon buckets, and that's what I'm going to be using for my containers this year. I wasn't planning on doing a tutorial since I had already done that 2 seasons ago, but I can, go through the containers I got and how I'm going to go about the drainage, proper drainage for the containers, and soil I'll be using, stuff like that. So I'll see. We'll see. If you guys want it, I might put that video out. If not, I'm just going to pot them up and do an update video for that. So that's it guys. A couple weeks we'll do another video, and hopefully spring gets here soon and we can get everything potted up. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.